everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be doing something very different. I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, Harvest Village. Let's get into it. Okay, so the Harvest Village, this is a really nicely detailed set. It was something I was really looking forward to sharing with you guys. However, this is not coming from one of those huge brands like Lemax or Department 56. This is kind of its own little thing, and I did a lot of research on this to get as much information as I could, and I could not fill in every single blank, but I'm gonna give you what I found, and let me tell you, I think you're gonna be quite impressed with this village. Okay, so the Harvest Village, it was released somewhere in the mid-90s. The SKU number off the top is 1370816. It was sold at places like Rite Aid. If you don't have a Rite Aid in your area, it's similar to like a Long's Drug, something like that. But Rite Aid is where I was able to locate the history on these. They were also distributed by West Coast Liquidators. At the time of release, the price was $7.99. That's right, $7.99 for all of it. For this complete village, I don't even know, you could probably barely get a figure for $7.99 these days, but nonetheless, that's what it was. Now let's talk power. These were actually made for the tea light candles. However, you know, with fire and open flame, safety is definitely a thing. So I'm going to tell you what I recommend, and you'll also see this in the video. I would recommend using either a battery operated tea light, a standard C9 classic light bulb, or my personal favorite, the flame bulb, which still has the same socket as like the C9 bulb. Well, you can get them in all different sockets, but for village use, you would want to use like the classic cable. So flame bulb would be my recommendation. Now let's talk about what's included, and I'm going to give you the sizing here as well. So house number 1 is 5 inches tall by 5 inches wide by 4¼ inches in depth. The barn, which is house number 2, but it's a barn, is 5 inches tall, 6 inches wide, and 3 inches in depth. As for the figures that are included, they range to be about 2 inches tall up to about 2½ inches tall. So scaling is definitely a little weird, but nonetheless, they are very detailed pieces. As for the tree, it's pretty big. It's 8 inches tall, and mine has a curve for whatever reason, so if you got a set, I guess, that was straight, maybe it might even be taller, I don't know, but mine has a very heavy curve for some reason. So that about wraps up all of the facts. Now it's time we take a closer look. So starting with the packaging, it is beautifully done, nice thick foam board, or styrofoam I guess, kind of, you know, really snugging things in. Mine's a little damaged on the styrofoam, but nonetheless, it really held well. They come plastic wrapped. It's just a beautiful way to protect your village. So here we go, the Harvest Village. Look at this thing. It's absolutely stunning. Looks just like the picture. And, you know, you can set this thing up however you want. You can mix it with other villages, anything you want to do. But for this demonstration, I kind of chose just to go with something based off the image of the box. So let's start with house number 1. This thing is awesome. Again, they're not huge like maybe like a Lemax house, or definitely not a Department 56 house. They're on the smaller side, but they pack a punch when it comes to detail. Look at the roof. I mean, it's every inch of this thing is really chiseled in. They even got a little leaves up there because it is a fall village, right? A nice little chimney, etc. As we work our way down more towards the middle, you're going to see everything from a beautiful entry doorway to some windows. And these windows do not have any plastic. These are old school porcelain houses, okay? So the light is gonna come right through them. There's nothing there, it's just the glass. But my God, the shape is really unique. There's also like some barrels and some festive stuff, you know, even a little turkey. Look guys, it's a Harvest Village, and that's exactly what you're going to get here. As you work your way to the sides of the house, you are going to see how tall the second chimney is. That's right, there are 2 on this house. Absolutely beautiful stonework though. My God, the stonework. And they even have a little garden down there with some flowers. It's just a really nice little sprinkle of happiness, I guess. On the other side, there is some more sprinkles of happiness, also known as flowers, and a couple more windows. Now working our way to the back, this is where you would put in the light of your choice. Like I said earlier, a battery operated tea light is probably your best idea if you're looking for the candle effect. Other than electric would be the flame bulb, like I said earlier. So electric, always go flame bulb. If you're gonna work with batteries, then go with the tea lights. All right, next up is the squirrel's barn. That's right, this thing is really stunning. I mean, I just love how far they went with this. So starting from the top here, you are going to see a beautiful brown roof, even with some like trim on top. That's right, some trim, but also some leaves to play off the other house as well. I really like the kind of aged looking wood, quote unquote wood, if you will. Of course, it's not, it's porcelain, but it looks like that. There is another chimney, as well as some kind of watchtower or water tower. It's not a water tower. I don't know. I guess it is a water tower. It's just open on top, but I think in real life it's supposed to be a water tower. All right, working our way down towards the front of the house now. There is a lot to see. Everything from the little chicken coop thing up top, and the green really creates a nice contrast. There's also some barn doors and some like hay, I think it's supposed to be, or I think it's hay. It could be maybe a yellow barrel, but I think it's hay. There's a ladder, some farm equipment, you know, things like that. And then the squirrel's barn label is just, looks like it's like a sticker, I guess, of some kind. I don't know that it needed that, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Next up, you're gonna see like some pumpkins coming out of the side of the barn. There's some windows. I mean, it's just a stunning piece, even a big wheel. So look, they did a really good job here. And for $7.99, we all know this would be a steal. Okay, now for the tree. The tree, like I said earlier, is heavily bent on mine. I couldn't tell you why for the life of me. I tried to angle it the best I could to make it look straighter. But anyways, it does feel or appear to be some kind of wood maybe or something like that. It really does. Has a nice little base that's just wide enough, I think, to keep it up. And the leaves are a beautiful, beautiful color. I mean, geez, it's a beautiful color. And they don't feel like those leaves that'll just like fall off, you know, from movement really. I'm sure you could knock them or pull them off, but these feel relatively secure. You know, the quality really is here. The scaling's off, but the quality for the most part is here to be found. Now let's look at some of the figures. You're gonna have everything from a set of turkeys on like an all-in-one base. Maybe they're roosting. I don't know. Is that even a word? Oh, here we go. Anyways, next up is going to be a scarecrow with some pumpkins. I like scarecrows, always have. And then it also comes with like this bunch of, I don't know, are they fruit baskets or something? It has pumpkins and like, I think it's apples, you know, some watermelons down there. So, you know, just stuff you might find on a farm. I think there might even be a silver milk jug, by the way, old school shout out. Okay, so that's kind of a rundown of what it comes with. There are so many different ways you can arrange this village, and there's definitely more history here than I was able to pull up. But when I saw this, I saw it at the flea market for $4. It looked brand new. I mean, it really did. So I picked it up. I do have a Thanksgiving village that was passed down to me from my grandfather that me and him used to set up when I was little growing up. And if you've been with my channel a while, you've seen the video from past Thanksgivings. I always post on Thanksgiving that village. But look, this is a great addition. It would fit very well with that village, and I'm sure I'm probably actually going to mix it in this year as well. So super shout out to the Harvest Village. We don't get a lot of fall/harvest, you know, village. I like to use them for Thanksgiving, but I guess you could use them anytime during the fall season or as you see fit. So there we go, guys. That's the Harvest Village. I'm going to turn out the lights. I do want to note that one of the houses will have a battery-operated tea light, and one of the houses will have a electric flame bulb. That's right, my favorite bulb. So go ahead, see if you can figure it out. Let me know in the comments below which one is which. It is absolutely a great choice if you can pick one of these up for you, especially at only a few dollars. So there it is, guys. Thanks again so much for your continued support. I'm going to hit the lights, let you see this thing in all of its glory. And as always, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.